When did your mom completely crash out? My dad required a formal written apology for any perceived slight before he would speak to you again. It started when I forgot to say thank you for him driving me to soccer practice. He just stopped talking to me completely. At dinner, I asked him to pass the salt and he stared straight ahead like I didn't exist. My mom asked what was wrong and he said, "I'm waiting for an apology." I said sorry and he shook his head. A real apology. Written, with the date and your signature and a clear explanation of what you did wrong and why it won't happen again. I wrote 4 drafts before he would speak to me. After that, the apology letters became constant. My sister rolled her eyes at something he said and he didn't speak to her for 2 weeks. She was 11 years old and she wrote 14 apology letters before he finally accepted one. My mom tried to intervene and he said, "If you're going to undermine the lesson, then you owe me an apology too." She laughed and said, "I'm not apologizing for defending my daughter." He didn't speak to her for a month until she finally broke down and wrote the letter. By the time I was 16, we had filing cabinets in the garage dedicated to apology letters. Dad kept every single one organized by date and offense, and he would reference them during arguments. This is the same pattern of disrespect you showed on March 14th, 2019, and I have the documentation right here. My sister stopped talking almost entirely because it was safer to say nothing than to risk another letter. My mom wrote 847 apology letters in 3 years, and I know because I found her count in a journal. She apologized for sighing too loudly, for not laughing at his jokes, for crying when her father died because it made the week about her. Then came the night everything shattered. My grandmother had a stroke and my mom got the call during dinner. She jumped up and said, "I have to go to the hospital right now because my mother might be dying." My dad looked at her plate. "You didn't finish your dinner. You didn't ask to be excused, and you interrupted me mid-sentence." My mom was already grabbing her keys. "Are you serious right now? My mother is dying. I expect a letter when you get back addressing all 3 violations." My mom spun around. "What did you just say to me?" "You heard me. 3 violations in 30 seconds. I expect a letter addressing each one or we're not speaking until you do." My mom walked back to the table slowly and I thought she was going to kill him. "I have written